Hey guys, J77 doing a movie review, and the movie review I'm going to talk about is Kung Fu Panda 3, a film that I have seen and had very mixed feeling of seeing this. And it's not because of the other two films that I saw. I actually liked the Kung Fu Panda series, the first two movies. I thought they were very good, very engaging films. I liked the comedy side of it. I also liked the fact that they have kept true to some of the kung fu element towards it. I think that was actually a big positive. But I was concerned about the fact is that this movie surprisingly was not a summer release. Now, according to a couple of people I talked about this, they said they want to release it where there was absolutely no competition. And after viewing the summer lineup on this year, which is actually going to start again in March, it makes sense that they actually released it in January to avoid all that stuff. Needless to say, they made all their money back and then some, so it was the right move. And for the fact is that January normally is a dumping ground for bad movies. The fact you had this movie doing well and people actually wanted to see it is a plus by itself. But was Kung Fu Panda 3 good? Well, to me, it all varies on what you expect from this movie. Did it evolve? Did it keep some of the humor that people like? Is it good for both parents and adults? Well, I can say in many ways, yeah, there's a lot of things that I really enjoyed about the film, especially the premises. And the premise is that the student becomes a teacher, and he's being forced because of a few things. One is from his master, who is trying to get Paul to realize his true potential, because even though he is considered to be the Dragon Master, he doesn't know what the Dragon Master truly means, and that's because he doesn't know what he means. And in order for him to seek his true potential, he must learn to be a teacher. It's a very unique premises. However, he's dealing with that. He also had to deal with the dilemma of his father, which has found him through a universal letter, which was explained at the very end of the movie. And you see the situation that he's going through, but it's also his adoptive father's going through, because now there's a situation where he could lose him to this family, which he never knew, and only now started to scratch the surface. This leaves our protagonist to a secret village full of pandas, because he had run to the notion that he was the last of his kind, but in reality it really wasn't the case. He's actually, there's other pandas out there, and the reason why he's out here is to learn the secret of chi, because a warrior, Kali, I believe they call him Kali. I can't, the names don't seem to escape me to right now, but this character, who was banished from the spirit realm by one of the masters, has returned and was stealing people's chi, basically turning them into green ivory ornaments. So basically, he is basically playing against the clock, learning the master chi, while at the same time, trying to get to know his family. Um, I think this film is a very good movie. It's not the best of the best, of course. There are a few issues that I do have with the movie, but I actually enjoyed it. I had fun with the movie. I laughed at some of the scenes, and I also kind of like what the message they was trying to get to. There's a lot of good, positive message that's out there, and I think they really did a good job of breaking it down from each situation. You got Poe trying to find his true potential, trying to master the art of being a teacher, while at the same time trying to master chi. You also have the situation between his real father and his adopted father, and how much they are trying to come to terms with each other. Basically, especially from someone they actually care for. But most importantly, you have a situation where you're dealing with a villain who is lust for power, could potentially destroy everything that the pandas, Paul, and even the five warriors that he's been with have built so much, leading to this movie. So he's dealing with, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Some of the stuff actually worked. I actually liked the climactic ending. I think the ending was very, very good. I can deal with some of the lesser comic side of it, but I thought that was actually well done. I actually thought the pacing was very good. I actually thought that the spiritual message that it was delivering was spot on. I actually like the fact that even though they still play mostly for the comic side, it wasn't to the point where I felt that he have lost the ability to have learned from the previous two movies. So that's right there is a positive plus. Right there. My negative feedback on this movie is, and I'm not making any bones about it, is there are less attention to the original cast. You would think that you see the typical Hollywood thing where they actually dumb down the character a lot more to appease the audience, and he had to learn all that stuff over again. That's not the case here. Even though it's definitely more on the bumbling, funny side, which in many cases it worked, in many cases it didn't. I was more disappointed at the fact that the character that we have followed in the first film, it became less relevant in this film. They were hardly, like I said, I did not even know that certain characters was in this movie because frankly they was barely in it, and that's how the disappointment I was in terms of how much screen time they had. They was introducing new characters, which some I actually liked and some I didn't really care for. Some of the characters just played for comic relief, and that's for the kids. That's fine. But again, I felt they could have done a lot more in terms of keeping some of the other characters that I have actually followed, which everybody has actually followed over the years, and when it came to this franchise. So that's really mostly my gripe with the movie, that there was a lot less attention towards them, but more attention towards the new characters, as well as Poe itself, which, by the way, we figure out his real name. His real name is Lotus. Spoiler alert for those who didn't see it. But it's actually an interesting take on him, as well as his origin story, where we got a little bit more as to why he was abandoned that very fateful day. With that being said, I enjoyed the film. This is not the best of the series, but it's definitely a good movie. I enjoyed it. I had fun with this film. That's the key word. Have fun with the film. You cannot expect it to be like the other ones, but you do expect the film to have enough where you can actually enjoy it and actually would be comfortable showing your children with. And this is and again, I'm gonna give this film 3 stars with an educational stamp of approval. It's a very good start to animation because over the past few years, a lot of animations don't get off to the good start. A few years ago, we had probably the worst outing for animation, where bad animation after bad animation was keep getting hit after hit in theaters, and it was just pretty much forgettable. This is actually for the first time I actually say that they actually broke that trend, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much more animation is going to come out there and surprise me. This was a very fun film, and even though I was worried because it was being released so early, my worries got got lowered as I see in this film. So 3 stars and a parental stamp of approval. I think you guys will enjoy it. So as always, have you seen it? Did you like it? Didn't like it? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, this is J77 saying take care, be safe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.